7:23. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Thanks for joining us this morning. Time now to check in with News 1130's business editor Mike Epple. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mary. How are you doing this morning?
We are doing well. Thank you very much. So the price of oil spikes for a second day.
Yeah, it has 10% at its best level to the upside this morning, and that was on top of the 25% that oil saw in the Thursday trading. What's happening here, Mary, is that the changing dynamic of the oil market right now, because we had this price war that the Saudis started early last month, and Russia was going to increase production, and there was just no backing away from this, even as the demand for oil globally collapsed. So the price for oil hit multi-year, in fact, in some cases, record lows, including Canadian oil prices just recently. Then, over the past 24 hours, we had heard from U.S. President Donald Trump, who spoke to the Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia about, cutting production. There seemed to be movement there. And then this morning, the Russians have confirmed that it's time to cut back. And this is the break we've been waiting for. A big meeting set for Monday involving OPEC and pretty much any other oil-producing nation. Up until now, the U.S. didn't really have direct ties to OPEC from an energy standpoint because OPEC's a cartel, and that runs afoul of the antitrust regulations in the U.S. But in this case, they're saying, you know what, this is, unprecedented times that we have to deal with. So they're going to break from the past, have a negotiated talk about cutting output by 10 million barrels a day, which would be an all-time record high from a production rollback standpoint, and the price for oil responding favorably so far this morning.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about Zoom. Everyone is using this new app right now to connect with friends and family all over the world, but there is some concern that people might need to watch out for hackers. Yeah,
it's called Zoom bombing. Apparently some people have experienced unwanted participants in their video chats. Zoom has gone from 10 million users at the end of last year to more than 200 million in a 3-month time frame. And the CEO says, he's forthright on a blog post saying, we are trying to keep up with demand, trying to tighten our security protocols. The problem is Zoom was built for corporate users. So corporate IT departments would be in charge of the security backbone. Zoom is now seeing all these regular consumers using it that maybe not have security protocols in place, unlike Google and House Party and all these other video conferencing apps that are already available. So they have to kind of tighten things down a little bit here and dealing with this unbelievable increase in demand for their video conferencing service. And the stock prices, guess what? It's gone up 100% since the start of the year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And lots of teachers have been using Zoom to teach their classes, too.
That's going to be used even more, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mike. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Thank you. All right.
It is 7:27 here on Breakfast Television. We're going to take a break. We'll have more of your top stories coming up.